Very warm welcome to you, sweet cheeks. We're going to cover the prices of Bitcoin and Ethereum. We're going to cover macro. We're going to have a look at the interest rates. We're also going to cover PulseChain, some altcoins. We're going to have a look. Are we continuing with the SEC's onslaught attack on DeFi, as well as an unsurprising enemy, Uniswap, which was meant to be the foundation of DeFi. They are now attacking DeFi too. They're attacking all of the crypto industry together. You would have a look at this S&P 500 chart and you'll be able to see that it is in Poopy land. Or is it, friends? I mean, with the S&P 500, no, we're going to zero. If I go change this to a daily, which is I'm going to do right now, and you have a look, you're like, oh. Or what about a weekly chart? You go, oh, what's everybody worried about? You know, so when these things start to turn around their different points of inflection, that's when everybody starts to get worried. They're like, oh, is things turning? What's happening? We can have a look at the interest rates right now. This is the interest rate expectation for the FOMC, the next meeting of the Fed. The next meeting of the Fed, it's quite a while away. It's the 20th of September, 80% chance of a hold. I got a feeling it's going to go to 100% chance, right? If you're wondering where the market expects rate cuts, it is next year. It is the year 2024. As you can see, it's got about 27% chance for a rate cut by January of 2024. Then by March, you can see now it's well into the cut territory by March next year. So by March next year, they expect them to keep cutting. Now, I want to let you know, there is a chart I can show you called the hairy chart. And luckily for you, I have it right here. And thank you very much, baby dolls. Like, subscribe, press the bell button. I'm here to bring you the juiciest, yummiest content, the hairy chart. It's a very nice name, isn't it? So the hairy chart basically shows you the interest rate. The actual interest rate is the hard line, okay, the bold line. And the dotted line is where the market expects the rates to move at that point in time. So at the very tops of cycles up here, for example, the lines are like, oh, we see that the dotted lines keep going up. That means the market keeps expecting the rates to keep hiking. Look what you can see right now. See it going up here? See, that was what the interest rate did. But as you can see, let's go to the very top. I want to show you. So if you stop basically here, if you go over here, the average market rate was expecting higher. You can see that. So basically the interest rate was 2.5%, but the market yield curve was saying, oh, we're going to keep hiking till 3.25%. But look what the next move actually happened was bang, big cuts came instead. So that's why I'm here to tell you with that Fed Watch tour I just showed you, yes, even though they expect cuts in the first quarter of 2024, that's what the market expects. It could be experiencing the hairy chart trap just as likely as it is as it was back then and every other part of the cycle. Humans were very bad at predicting turns, as you already know, with the crowd. So it's funny. This is the yield curve, friends. This is the yield curve. These are actual trillions of dollars, okay? The yield curve, it is not that good around the extremes. It's only good in the middle. And it's the same with humans, right? When it comes to the extremes, we're like, oh, they're going to keep hiking forever. And then when it goes down, we're like, oh, they're going to keep printing forever. It's the same as, the market emotions, up and down, euphoria and fear. And speaking of euphoria, friends, I am very euphoric right now because my posture is very straight and I actually do have some very nice new fluffy slippers, okay? I'm tapping away on the floor, friends. Can you hear them tapping, okay? If you're looking at macro markets, you saw some poopy times. Oil, $79, right? They're not that bad, but it's just everything's turning. The S&P's around the inflection point, interest rates, what's going on. Bank of Japan had to turn off the bond buying and then buy it back. Honestly, don't worry about it. When it comes to this, friends, you just watch the S&P 500. The beautiful part of the stock market is it's so efficient, the S&P that is, because everybody's trying to scam each other. All you have to do is just watch it. If the stock market's down, that's it. It's bad. It's universal. Uh-oh, something bad's going on, okay? But it doesn't even matter what the reason is. It's just, okay, we're bad today, are we? Okay, we're good today, are we? That's basically how we interpret it. And if we have a look at some sexy Bitcoin, we can see, once again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks, we are dead. 6 weeks moving nowhere. We are still grinding methodically above my little golden ropes. You see those little dotted lines? This is just a 21 EMA, friends, and this is the weekly chart. This is a super trend. Very nice, very clean, okay? I know it looks more clean if you remove the EMA, but I like the EMA. I want to see the average because we always tend to gravitate around there, right? So when you put the average on there, the 21 EMA, you know that, okay, the market will eventually pull back to it, especially when you go up and it flips for the first time. As you can see here, went up, flipped green, comes back, pulls into it, okay? So now we're here visiting the third time. We don't know what comes next, but if I had to take a guess, something good for crypto comes out in the final few months of the year where we are right now, and we land anywhere from 45K, 48K, down to 30K. So somewhere in this box. That's what I kind of feel like we're going to land. And alts will also go up with that. I don't know what type of alt seasons we'll have. I just want to remind you, keep your wits about you, friends. You got to stay witty. You got to stay sharp. You got to remain my friend too, because there were different alt seasons that appeared in different parts of Bitcoin going to the top. But these alt seasons only last like 24 hours. Hamster coin, Coinbase layer 2. Yeah, I'm not even kidding. It's literally 24 to 72 hours. So when we enter the year of 2024, there will be longer lasting alt seasons. There will be more meme coins. There'll be more different use cases, new chains. Something will come out, friends. Someone's going to invent a new technology somewhere. I mean, we're praying, okay? We're praying that something gets upgraded and we make things a bit more exciting. And now I've brought up the curve chart for you. Remember, I've been making videos to share with you and tweets as well regarding the Curve founder. Now, Curve, friends, is fake DeFi. The Curve founder owns 48% of all Curve tokens. Curve is one of the biggest stablecoin dexes in crypto. It actually is the biggest. And look, I'll be honest, okay, that's tongue in cheek. There's a difference between centralization in control and centralization in ownership of the coins. Because yes, technically, of course, Curve, whoever controls it, it's up to the community. But like when one guy owns 48% of the coins and he's voting on governance stuff, he can do anything he wants. He also dumped the coins. So, you know, you might say, hey, there are other founders out there with other altcoins that have a lot of the ownership. Here's the difference. They're not dumping all of it, okay? This guy literally dumped 48%, okay? So if you're looking at this candle, he did not dump 48% on the market. He put 48% into AAVE, which is meant to be another decentralized money market fund. And unfortunately, their governance protocol let it in because they're like, oh, Curve's DeFi, right? We're friends, okay? They're all friends. They all hang around together just like politicians. And they all do weird stuff in the nights in the shadows with wigs and lipstick. But they made a fatal mistake. They said, you know what? Yes, the Curve owner has 48% of all the coins. He's never going to do anything bad. What did he do? He did something bad. He put it all into AAVE. He extracted the stable coins. He went and bought mansions, okay? Now, his liquidation, it's much lower, friends. It's much lower. It was 36 cents last time I checked, but he's been paying it off. He's been doing OTC transactions. So if you're curious, I know you are, friends. So this is how people with money, bigger clip sizes, they can do this. A lot of people, they love sitting in these like little circles, these power circles, and finding out who they can take advantage of. So he needs to repay off the loan. What he's done in this, he's given away Curve at 40 cents. And right now it's 50 cents. So you might say, oh my God, he's given away like those $10, $20 million worth of buying. They're like 48, 50% on the side right now. They can dump. Here's the thing. They've given it a 6-month lockup. So he doesn't get his money until literally 6 months from now. So like February or March. So everybody, there's been multiple people who did it OTC. So yes, they are on side, but they have to see where the market is in 6 months. Just if I was to take a guess, Curve's linked to Ethereum. Ethereum's linked to Bitcoin. If the market's up in 6 months, they're going to be fine. It's going to be okay. But it might not be the best thing to buy, but hey, it's great. You're 50% on side. Of course, if things go really bad, everyone gets liquidated, then they're going to be hating life because, you know, they're millions of dollars that could have bought a lot more Curve, 99% lower. But hey, if it doesn't go to zero, then it's a great investment, isn't it? So there's different ways you can make money. There's different opportunity out there. That's why I don't judge anybody. We're not here to judge friends. We're all friends, okay? We're all baby doll baby cakes, and we're blueberry pies together. I'm not here to say one way is better than the other. People have different risk thresholds, but I'm telling you, I'm here to make the most amount of money in like 18 to 24 months. I know the sun's going to keep spinning. The earth's going to keep spinning. We're all going to keep spinning and spinning, even on me and my squeaky chair. And then eventually it's just going to tick 24 months. And we're going to look back and say, okay, who won the most? And I'll say, okay, well, you know who won the most? They bought Hamster Coin for 300x. Okay, the 6 people did that. But on average, which philosophy won the most? Okay, the person who clicked buy, who bought asymmetric upside, who DCA when they could, or they just held through, and they just waited. That's what we're going to probably conclude, because that's what we always conclude in every cycle. Stock market, crypto is no different. So here I have this cute soy jack meme, okay? So for example, every day we used to hear, okay, that from soy boys, that Richard Hart was going to dump all the HEX, Pulse, and PulseX to zero. I would hear this every day. Now, we all know, we're in the community, we know it's not going to happen. You can see it on chain. But when people don't see the blockchain, because they're not looking at Etherscan every day. So I don't blame them for saying that. That's okay. They're not going to. Like, we take our bets, man. Like, you're either long or you're not in, okay? It's simple, friends. It's not rocket science. Like, you place your bet, okay? Okay, you've allocated to Curve. That's okay. Like, other people allocate to other coins, right? So, okay. But it actually turned out that Curve Finance founder, he actually dumped it all to zero. Yeah. As I explained to you, he dumped all the coins onto AAVE. And here I have AAVE with another wallet here plugged in. Do you want to know what's funny, friends? Look at this. If you scroll down, look how much you get for borrowing for AAVE here. I mean, for Curve, sorry. And you can see it's a whopping 11%. Why? Because everybody wants to be short. Because they're like, oh, I'm going to be borrowing. I might try to manipulate it. The market's thin. I want to be short. You can see that, right? So everyone wants to like borrow it. They're like, hey, if you borrow this, you owe this coin back in the future. So, you know, the people always come out and play these little games. I don't play these games. I can play these games, but I know, friends, I've been in this game for a long time, man. I know what happens, okay? What happens is the world keeps spinning, okay? Here's the world. We keep spinning, okay? We spin around, and guess what? The calendar now says it's 2025 April, okay? And then we look back and we go, okay, who won the most? It's not the guy who did like 95 trades of like plus 2%, plus 1%. It's not that guy. There are those people out there, but they're like the top 3 out of 1,000, okay? 3 out of 1,000, even less, like 1 to 2 out of 1,000, okay? Most people on average, you look at that top 15 to 25% bulk, they're literally, I clicked in, I clicked out. That's it. I bought in the depression, I sold in the euphoria, see you later. Okay, that is actually who wins by a long shot. And then you think about, okay, what about the guys under them, the guys and girls and the and everything else under them, and the ducks too? What about them? Well, all their little trades, friends, they don't even compare. You might find that buying and holding gave you 30x. Yeah, I'm talking about average, right? 10 to 30x. But this multi-trading stuff, I'm not kidding. You'll see people, they're up like 1.8x. Okay, 1.8x. It's enormous difference. It's literally not even close. That's if they're good. You actually find most people, they're only up like plus 50%. I'm not even kidding. I'm not joking, because they're going to be buying and holding too long. They're going to make wrong trades. They're going to take losses at the very end. This is the game. But also part of the game, friends, is on Twitter, people will come and defend. So Mr. DeFi Moon, shout out to Mr. DeFi Moon. He says to me, I'm engagement farming. Real scammers don't do loan payments. Look, the thing is, friends, look, what do you do? The guy dumped 48% of his coins onto a money market to go buy a house and exit. There is no liquidity. Just to let you know, friends, with Curve, it's literally, I'm not kidding, there's like $3 million of liquidity. He's got to exit 60 million. It literally, it is what it is, okay? But it's how you interpret it, all right? It's how you interpret it. These words and these labels, at the end of the day, what do the optics look like, you know? Just like these people say, oh, I see Richard Hart with a Louis Vuitton bag. Oh, yeah? Well, I see someone with the biggest DeFi protocol owning 48% of the coins, but not only just owning them, dumping them. I see that, okay? You can tell me Richard Hart has Louis Vuitton bags. Guess what I can see as well, man? I can see that 98% of the treasury, okay, $618 million is still sitting on the chain. I can still see that. So this is just a game, friends. Honestly, we're all working together. We're all actually on the same side, all right? But it's cute. Everybody changes these words. Don't worry. Don't take anything to the heart. I get passionate and energetic for you. We're here to drum this up, get noise, get more people in, friends. At the end of the day, okay? So, oh, look at this, even funny. Mr. DeFi Moon says, Richard Hart, though, is 100% confirmed scammer without a doubt. And HEX is, yeah, so it's funny. He's making a joke. It's kind of funny. A great minds think alike, friends. This is what it is. Look, we're on the same team, man. We're on the same team. At the end of the day, we're all here for one thing, okay? Price go up. Okay, we all know it, okay? We're in like the teething issues of the early bull market. Like, do you know what happens? So many more people come in, we are drowned out. There's going to be so many new faces, scammers, new coins, new technology the macro cycle is going to change. Everybody's going to make fun of the US Fed, and all this is going to come. The cycle's moving on. We're literally just in that pre-Bitcoin halving moving period where people starting to lose their minds. So very optimistic for the future. And I want to let you know, cakes, baby cakes. Okay, so shout out to Lady Ottie here. So, you know, I like to comment. I like to like all these, but if you're being a bit salty and you're not a follower, you're not going to get a like, okay? You have to be a follower. So Sir Ottie or Lady Ottie has said, are you salty because he, I guess he's talking to Richard Hart, took your sacrifice and bought the biggest diamond of the world? Don't worry, PulseChain will go off soon. And then Ottie has let us know that he's a clown here. So I'm not making this up. I went to his profile and I'm like, okay, I bet I'm going to find dirt on him in 5 seconds. What's his first post? Buy the rumor, sell the news, Litecoin halvening. Like, come on, Litecoin people wish everybody out there gave a damn about the coin. See, this is you can see the discrepancy here. There's a contrast, okay? And by the way, when you're looking at this, remember it's all about network effects. Yes. Do you see a lot of noise coming, friends? Do you see a lot of noise? Do you see a lot of actions out there determining that there is survivability? Yes, I see that. Do you see that? Of course you see that. Engagement through the roof. And this is the total altcoin index, friends. We're still in the cheap zone. We are working our way out. That's what I think we're doing, and just makes all the sense in the world. We are way too cheap. You can't possibly tell me all the altcoins without Bitcoin and Ethereum, they're only worth 344 billion. How can you tell me that? We already see Bitcoin does not have smart contracts. Ethereum ain't doing too crash hot when it comes to the upgrade. They're not moving fast enough, and they can't. We're seeing more cities be built. Do you know what happens over time? You know the edge that Ethereum had? Other altcoins will slowly pick away at it. They'll make things a bit more cheaper, a bit more fast. They'll cater to people, a bit more burning. That's what's going to happen with other coins. Slowly, they're going to grab other community members. They're going to have higher inflation rates. They're going to have different coins. That's what's happening over time. And that's what competition is, okay? So we know where the future is, friends. The future is green. And right now, this is the XRP chart. This was the SEC win on it. It's pumped up. It's starting to just drift sideways. Now, I hope it does a continuation and it keeps going up. I'm really cheering for the XRP army to shoot this back up. It would ignite so much confidence in there because XRP is about 40 billion market cap. So if XRP could go to 80 billion or 100, I would love it to hit 100 billion. Just give us that round number 100. That would be like $1.20, $1.30. Because if they can do that, it would make so much media go crazy, especially in crypto. Everyone's talking about XRP. It'll be great. Oh, 100 billion, all that money flowing in. It's showing us what's possible in crypto, that we can go parabolic. But it is a lot to ask. There is a lot of liquidity that has to be injected. Hey, it's happened before, but they'd have to do it again. So we're going to be keeping a close eye. And this is the ChainLink chart. ChainLink is still, this was its double bottom formation on the weekly. Let's hope and pray it just starts to drift up. ChainLink is holding up really well. It's now sitting in the background, powering all of DeFi. It actually saved Curve with the hack. And this is the Link USD chart. So you can see as well, I mean, still in this range zone, okay? Now, we all kind of think this is some sort of spring that continues up, but, you know, everybody's got arrows up to the right, friends, on every single coin, every single chart. I think ChainLink has seen the worst of what's happened in the past already because they've released CCIP, the secret bull market weapon, and crypto DeFi is just getting started. And what about the PulseChain ecosystem? Okay, I have this party emoji. I made a video, friends, to show you. I was that confident we were bottoming out here. I wrote in my title, PulseChain holding. Like, that's how I was like, you know what? We've gone too fast, too far. Now, I'd like to remind you, bottoms is not a price. Bottoms are a region of time, okay? People who get out, it makes them wait. It makes them wait and it makes them sit, all right? So when people buy bottoms, you don't get a free money. That only happened in the zombie virus. That's it. And by the way, when it went up, it went sideways for a long time. It kind of like screwed everybody. So bottoms, they make everybody think long and hard where it wants to be because it has to get out everyone. Every single person, get out, get out, get out. Okay, and as you can see, we went so fast that I think a lot of the weak hands are out. I already thought they were out here. No, I'm hearing of more influencers, more bigger people. They're out now. They are definitely out, and it'll be great to see their faces when we go up. You know, it's interesting out there. If you're looking at a lot of the commentary, a lot of people are still buying, but it just takes time, friends. A lot of people, I saw someone out there accuse people. They're like, oh, you guys aren't buying, you're just saying it. Like, excuse me, man. Like, just because one doo-doo face or a couple of doo-doo face whales decide to clip out for 500K or $1 million clips doesn't mean people aren't buying, okay? Yes, they've clicked out net sell for slippage, but people out there, they're like, you know what? They've only got $2,000. They're like, okay, I'll put $200 every day for the next 10 days. They're nibbling away. They're nibbling away, and they're gonna absorb all the weak hands. PulseX, right? PulseX went huge below day one sack. I mean, absolutely freaking minus 90%. Was this the thing we need, friends? Maybe it was. Maybe it was. We also see HEX rebounding. The EHEX-PHEX ratio staying around 0.50. And I'd like to just end with you on a positive note, friends, just to let you know, okay? I still have the targets for HEX, okay? I'll put on a log chart so I can show you. Now, the candles here is PHEX. The line here is EHEX. So don't worry about them, okay? So they're both here together. There are still 3 targets. A lot of you have been asking me, have your targets changed? Does this change everything? It doesn't change anything, okay? I know this is going to sound crazy, but you're going to have to bear with me, all right? Because my pants are on. 2, my posture is straight. And 3, I'm going to let you know all this stuff happening, this type of something went wrong, black swan for HEX, I actually factored that in to my targets. As time went on, friends, and I'm formulating the targets, I'm morphing them around, you can see now why mine were just conservative. Mine were way lower than everybody. It's funny because everybody's so bearish saying it's gone to 0. Now my targets are like too high. That's funny. 30x from day one sack, which is about a 60x from here. So the targets are still the same. This actually doesn't change anything, friends. This doesn't, because I was just assuming the ultimate arbiter of what's going to screw HEX or PulseChain or PulseX has nothing to do with the ecosystem. It's everything to do with Bitcoin. All right, we already know what's up. Everything to do with the Trojan horse, Blackrock, okay? You know, I think everybody, as time goes on, you're all now seeing what I was saying was the truth. BlackRock is a Trojan horse. You're now seeing it. You're now seeing the SEC, the clowns at the SEC, trying to take on DeFi, attack DeFi. You're seeing every single government agent attacking DeFi, and he are telling me that BlackRock, BlackBerry is going to be they're going to be the good ones to save everybody. No, they are the wallet of the government, okay? They are the tentacle. They're the octopus dudes with the wallet. They're coming out and they're going, I'm gonna fuel you without your consent. You're like, no, please, I just had a shower, okay? These are the people. There's going to be an octopus emoji here. I'm going to find that and put it here for you just to show you what type of people they are. And there you are right now. That's what BlackBerry are. They're just octopuses, okay? They're not in our team. It's going to look like it's on our team, but they're not. So don't forget, look, why aren't they on our team? Okay, look, they might appear like they're on our team now, but that's because there is a larger pool of people to scam. So me and you, we're early to crypto. We're early in the cycle. We're still here. Okay, we're in the top 10%. All right. Yeah, we're in the top 10%. The next 90% are all innocent people coming. So BlackRock is in that top 10% with us. We're in the early people. Okay, this is early. The latecomers are going to be the mums and dads who buy Bitcoin ETF using their 401k and their pensions, where unfortunately they're probably going to get pumped and dumped, and then they're going to have their rights taken away. I hope it doesn't come to that, but you know, if anything changes, friends, we're going to be first here to report it. Like, subscribe, bell button on, tell mum and dad, please avoid the octopus. And if you are around an octopus, sign the consent form. Catch you in the next one.